everyone, welcome to Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Today's topic is classification of limited companies. As in the previous videos, we already started the playlist for the subject company law and also discussed various provisions of company law like amendment of Companies Act, important provisions, authorities under Companies Act and so on. So in today's video, we'll discuss about the classification of limited companies. You can also watch other videos, links are provided in the description box. So before I started the video, I want to say you that if you like my video, please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Now coming to the main topic which is classification of limited companies. So basically there are two types of classification of limited companies, which is company limited by shares and the companies limited by guarantee. So what is the company limited by shares and guarantee, we will discuss in the upcoming slides. So first one is the companies limited by shares. A company limited by shares is one in which the liability of members is limited to the extent of nominal value of shares held by them. If the shares are fully paid, that is, all the amounts of shares are already paid, then the liability of the members is nil. And if the shares are partly paid, then the liability of the members is limited to the extent of amount which remains unpaid. That is, if a member has purchased 100 shares of a company of a face value of rupees 10 each and has already paid rupees 5 per share. In this case, the minimum liability of member is rupees 5 per share, that is rupees 500 in total. So in this case, the members of the company has liability to pay about the extra amount of shares. The liability of members can be enforced during the continuation, that is existence, of the company or during the winding up. Thus, the members can be asked to pay the unpaid amount on their shares at any time. This is the most common kind of company. The companies limited by shares may be either private or public type of companies. So in this type of company, the members has only liability related to shares only. The second is the companies limited by guarantee. The company limited by guarantee is one in which the liability of the members is limited to such amount as he undertakes to contribute to the assets of the company in the event of its being wound up. The amount of guarantee is fixed in the memorandum of association of the company. The guaranteed amount may differ from member to member. The liability of the member can be enforced only at the time of winding up of the company. So in the company limited by guarantee, the member has a liability related to only contribution to the assets of the company and at the winding up of the company also. Thus, the members cannot be asked to pay guaranteed amount during the continuation of the company. A company limited by guarantee may or may not have the share capital. If the company has a share capital, then the members are also liable to pay the unpaid amount of their shares. However, the amount of guarantee can be called only at the time of winding up of the company. The companies can be called only at the time of winding up of the company in the case of unlimited company. Companies limited by guarantee are generally non-trading companies and they are not formed for the purpose of earning profits. That is, companies carrying charitable activities, companies formed for the promotion of arts, sports, science and culture, etc. The companies limited by guarantee may also be either private or public companies. The important features of a company limited by guarantee may therefore be summed up as under. So these types of company may be also private company or public companies. There are several features of this type of company which are as follows. First one is the memorandum of guarantee company must contain a clause stating that the members shall contribute a fixed sum of money towards the assets of the company in the event of its winding up. The amount of the guarantee must be stated in the memorandum of the company. The next feature is the company must have an articles, although it may adopt the provisions of Table D of Schedule 1 as discussed in the Companies Act. The liability of the members to pay guaranteed amount arises only when the company goes into liquidation and not when it is a going concern. So, the memorandum of guarantee of company stated about the continuation of the members' contribution towards the fixed sum of money towards the assets of the company. There are several other features also of this company. The words limited or private limited are to be used by the public or private companies as the last word of their names only if the company is incorporated, that is formed or registered with limited liability. If any person use these words in their name without being incorporated with limited liability, each of such persons shall be punishable with fine which may extend to rupees 50 for every day for which such words have been used in the name of their business concern, which is defined under section 63. So this is all about the classification of limited companies. I again summarizes all the points so that you can easily understand about the topic. So there are basically two types of limited companies, which is limited by shares and limited by guarantee. In the case of limited by shares company, the members has limited liability to the nominal value of shares held by them only. Whereas in the case of companies limited by guarantee, the company limited by guarantee in which the members has limited liability limited to the amount as he undertakes to contribute to the assets of the company and in the winding up of the company. So this is all about the classification of limited companies. If you have any query about this topic or if you want to know about any other topic related to research methodology, business management, business environment, you can ask me through comment box. If you like my video, please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. We'll meet in the next video with new topic. Thank you everyone.